Hello guys, welcome to another video. Bit of a rant for the first part of this video, so if you don't like rants, maybe skip forward 4 or 5 minutes. So basically, yeah, I am a idiot, but there's sort of reasons which I'm going to try and explain as to why I went way off my rehab program today. So this week basically has been a very, very stressful week. Not really in terms of training. Training's actually been pretty good. Just mainly in terms of work. So I'm not going to delve too much into it because obviously that is work and it's a bit more private. But I want to try and be a little bit transparent. So basically the work that I do, I work for an organisation called Bristol Community Health, who are a community provider for healthcare in Bristol, North Somerset and South Gloss, which is the area that kind of we live in basically. And recently they lost a bid to continue community work in this area. So they're basically getting taken over, and I work for a cancer charity, a cancer organisation called Macmillan, which some people may be aware of. And the new organisation has basically decided that our service is not needed in their new setup, which basically means our service is being decommissioned. So a lot of stress, a lot of sort of anxiety at the moment, just with our entire team, and we're all sort of looking at things like redundancies and moving over to different teams, and it's all a bit of a clusterfuck at the moment. And this is now in the public domain, so I'm allowed to talk about it. Probably not advisable, but I'm allowed to, so there we go. And basically something that is on top of this as well for me is I have an apprenticeship with Bristol Community Health, which basically is going to give me the qualifications to study to be a physiotherapist. So that is a goal that I've had for literally the last 2 or 3 years, and it's something that I've really been striving quite hard to achieve, and it's very up in the air at the moment and potentially could be taken away. So that's basically very long-winded, but the reason why I'm quite stressed and just a little bit pissed off at the moment. So I went into the gym today, literally just to get a little bit of frustration out, and I did intend to squat and deadlift anyway, but I just wanted to, I don't know, go heavy, test the hamstring out, but I kind of knew it was a risk, a big risk. So yeah, I decided to go heavy and go for a conservative single on my conventional deadlift. And bearing in mind that I haven't done a conventional deadlift for months and months and months, it was ridiculously risky to do that, especially as I'm currently rehabbing my hamstring. Luckily, there was no sign of any reoccurrence of the injury. It could have been a lot worse, obviously, but luckily it's been about a month now since I did it, and it's recovering very, very well. But obviously doing something like this is just going to exacerbate things and make recovery a whole lot worse. So this is definitely a one-off, and it came out of pure frustration just because of the week I've had. And yeah, that's basically it really. I mean, I did intend to go in and deadlift and do around about 100 kilos for reps, but that just didn't sort of get the frustration out of me. So that's why I went for it. And I also tried for the first time doing the safety squat bar, which I absolutely loved. I thought that was amazing. The amount of core stability and core power you need to use that is unreal. So I'm definitely going to incorporate that going forward. And I was relatively sensible on that. I didn't go super heavy on that. I just did 100 for 3 sets of 5, but still felt it on that. So that I'm going to genuinely try and progress each week now. I'm going to be looking to add 5 to 10 kilos each week progressively. Obviously I am going to be deadlifting again still conventionally, but not maxing out. Obviously I'm now going to go back to a bit more structure, but probably not as high reps as I was going to do. I'm probably going to bring down the reps and actually up the intensity a little bit now, because although it was really stupid going for what I did today, it was quite a good indication of to what I could do pain-free. So actually in a way it was quite beneficial, but just very risky. So now I know that I can probably lift around about 140, no problem, no issues, and work within that sort of rep range, then progressing up from there. So, you know, every cloud has a silver lining. One is try and stay positive despite being an idiot. So yeah, I'm going to work up to, you know, 160-ish for reps in the coming weeks, and see how it goes really. I did also stick to some of my hamstring rehab and did a little bit more dynamic stuff with lightweight. Just did some lunges and some isometric stuff. But yeah, I mean, the hamstring itself is doing really well at the moment. I can't really feel it, which is obviously good. Definitely just functionally, like in life, just walking around, it's absolutely fine. It's only doing very certain odd movements that I can feel it. So yeah, I mean, there's no excuse for what I did today, but you know, sometimes life just frustrates you. But yeah, we're going to move on from that. Tomorrow is my last push day of the week. So obviously I'm pushing or doing sort of a pressing movement 4 days a week at the moment. But I'm going out with my workmates tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to train in the evening. So I'm going to try and get up super early and train in the morning, and I absolutely hate doing that, but I'm going to try and get up around sort of 6 o'clock and train before going into work. So luckily I'm working from home at the beginning of work, so that gives me a little bit of a window, I suppose. I mean, I can sort of get back home and then I'm here ready to work. I don't have to travel to work, so that helps. So yeah, that's that really. Rant basically over. I'm going to have some food now. That's something that is going well. Despite it being a very stressful week, I have stuck with my diet. I know obviously it doesn't look like it on the video because I look like a fat mess, but the diet is going well. I am still losing weight. I'm around about 102.2 in the mornings at the moment, so that's still progressing, which is good. It's good to have that focus still. Yeah, just trying to stay positive about everything. You know, just because all of this stuff is happening at work, it's not necessarily a disaster. It doesn't mean things like redundancies and everything and not having a job. Potentially there is the potential for moving over to another team, which is a great opportunity anyway to expand my knowledge and learn new skills anyway. And the apprenticeship basically might still be there with that team. So there's a little bit of an insight into work and everything. Didn't really want to delve into it too much, but there we go. Anyway, that's a much longer rant than I wanted to do. So I'll see you hopefully tomorrow around 6 o'clock in the morning.
session. I've decided I quite like training in the morning. I feel nice and fresh, ready for the day. The early bird catches the worm and all that. Last night was so much fun with my work colleagues. Literally had such an amazing time. Obviously drunk an excessive amount of alcohol, hence the pizza to absorb some of that. Inevitably with alcohol comes hangovers, so this is my little hangover cure. But I'm not going excessive with the cheat meal. I'm literally just having a small pizza from Papa John's, which is the best pizza place, by the way, with some chicken wings, which does mean I've still got quite a lot of calories left for the rest of the day. So yeah, I'm basically going to wrap up today's video now, guys, but I'm going to just finish by saying, I can't remember if I've said, but on the 2nd of February, Ben, my coach, is going to be hosting a powerlifting meet at Athlete Movement, which is the gym that he coaches from, and I'm going to head down there. I think I'm going to do some filming for the event anyway, because I've done that for the last few, but I am actually going to compete as well. So obviously I'm not going to be going super heavy on my squat and my deadlift, but I am hoping to go reasonably heavy on my bench, and just put up a total. I mean, even if the total is less than 500, which it most likely will be, or definitely will be, you know, it's just nice to get back into that sort of powerlifting feel, and yeah, it's just going to be a good event and good to be part of it. So that is that. Yeah, as for this video, wrapping it up, I'm going to go and lie on the sofa for probably the rest of the day and just chill out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please leave it a thumbs up if you have, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.